Alright, welcome back. We're gonna continue from where we left off. Why not? See how this recording goes. We left off here. Omni. Now I get to see how you react to all the weirdness of this for the first time. Gulp. I get wired than this. Oh, it gets weirder than this. I'm dumb. I was just settling into my desk, getting used to this place when something bursts into the room. Principal Kane, how exciting to have you in our class today. The new figure turns to address us. At his side was a bubble with razor-sharp teeth. I don't think I'll ever get used to this school. Kane, Kinger class, how do you do? Principal Kane extends a hand, gesturing to all of us before freezing in place. With a sound like porcelain grinding against porcelain, his teeth slam shut. His eyes slowly extrude from his teeth like they're not solid objects. Kane, Blade, I was not expecting you here. Manic enthusiasm suffers his voice as he points his cane at me. Maybe you'll be the secret ingredient to make this school interesting, says Kane. He pauses a moment, rubbing the base of his chin, contemplating for a moment. Zupel, is there a reason you're here, Kane? Zupel speaks to him like they're addressing an annoying insect instead of the principal of the school. Kane perks up. That's right. The reason I'm here to make sure we all have an ensuring academy experience, one filled with fun, danger, adventure. He begins to list more and more, describing increasing his breakneck speed until I can't even tell what he's saying. Kane, and most of all, interesting to our studio audience. He turns towards the window and stares out of it for a moment. Is he addressing somebody? There doesn't appear to be anyone outside. Kane, however, the numbers are in students, and it turns out school dramas are just white noise. Normally, this is the time that I'd tell you that means the end of school life as we know it. Kane bites on his hands in a mocking horror. The class and Kinger play along, gasping at this revelation. Gingle looks ready to burst into tears. However, my sweet students, your beloved principal has found a way to bring public interest back to the school in a major way. At this point, the sharp-toothed bubble next to him pipes up. How are you bringing interest back to the school, Mr. President? Says Bubble. Kane shoots the bubble a confused look, but it's his stride. A moment later, you see my little tumor emeralds? What's one thing no academy around here has ever had? A cast of colorful characters, a competent principal, adequate funding. Crane shakes his head. Wrong, and surprisingly right, but also not relevant to what I'm talking about. No, school around here has had a cultural festival celebrating the unique talents of its students. So I bring you, your beloved principal, have decided to put your class in charge of throwing the best cultural festival this side of the Pacific Ocean. Make it flashy. We gotta keep the interest of our investors after all. Egads, I'm almost late for the deep tissue message. Massage? Alright, Kingra, I'll leave you to the list of everyone's responsibilities. You all have 5 days to break a leg or two. As abruptly as he appeared, Kane darts out of the room, disappearing from view as he heads to his appointment. Alright, class. Let's see what roles Kane has assigned to each of you for the cultural festival. Kinger lifts a paper from his desk and begins to read aloud. I guess as the class representative, I trust you to organize the other students and make sure the festival proceeds with no issues. You can count on me, says Regissa with enthusiasm. Zubel and Gangle, you two will work on art to promote the festival. We have a pretty big school here, so we need plenty of posters and some art to display during the festival. I don't know. I still don't have anything I'm comfortable showing to anyone else. Pomni and Jax, look up what a cultural festival is. Shouldn't we do that before we start making posters? No, I like the idea. I like his idea. Plus, we get to see what Gangle comes up with for her posters. If it's anything like what she comes up with when she draws Regissa. Gangle screams Jax's name. Gangle interrupts Jax before he could finish his thought, pleading with him to stay quiet. The class erupts into chaos as Zubel and Gangle argue with Jax. Pomni tries to find out what a cultural festival is, and Regissa tries to salvage what remains of the class and get her classmates to pay attention. For his part, Mr. Kinger seems content to let the students bicker among themselves. Maybe he didn't have the rest of his lesson planned out and is just waiting for the lunch bell. As if I had summoned it by thinking of it. The lunch bell sounds, everybody drops their arguments and files out of the classroom. Time to find out what I'm doing for lunch. Splendid. After my chaotic first half of the day, I worked up quite an appetite. Cafeteria is bustling with unfamiliar faces around me. There was a selection of places to buy lunch, but none of them stood out from one another. I pick up something to eat at the nearest food place and set about deciding where to sit down. Still, as I scan the bustling lunchroom, I don't recognize anyone from class. I guess I could take my lunch to the classroom, sit alone with nobody particular. I could check the library, maybe Jax or Pomni is there trying to figure out what a cultural festival is. Splendid. I walk into the library with my tray in hand. I peer through the rows of dusty, cluttered shelves, and I see Jackson Pomney by the tables in the middle of the library. Even from here, I could tell Jax is up to trouble. He's tapping his foot impatiently and pacing back and forth. I could barely make out Pomni craning her neck to peer up to the tall bunny's yellow eyes. As I gingerly maneuver between the shelves, trying to avoid spilling the creamed corn casseroles I bought from the cafeteria. I can make out some words. Pomni, going to with Kinger asked us to? Can't hear Jax's response, but I don't have to, as he mimics Pomni's manometers, tilting his head from side to side. As I get closer, I could hear her trying to reason with the stubborn rabbit. We should at least try to do what he said. I don't want to be the only one who didn't do anything to help. Against my better judgment, I creep closer, nearly tripping over a step stool. I manage to creep into earshot. Jax, why is this whole thing is pointless, and no one will even notice if we bail, trust me. Jax crosses his arms, leaning back and letting out an annoyed sigh. As he leans back, he catches sight of me. Oh, hey new kid, he calls out to me. What do you think we should do? Should we ditch? We should ditch this dumb cultural fair thing, right? Their name is Blade Jacks. The second off, they were in class with the rest of us. I bet they want to stay in Kane's good side as much as the rest of us. I bet they'd rather do something fun like pulling an epic prank. Pomni gives me a meaningful look. Jack shoots me a mischievous grin. I feel like I should choose my response carefully here. Do I want to go with the jester or the rabbit? Pomni's right. We all have a part to play to make this cultural festival fair a success. Thank you, Blade, says the jester. She trails off, giving me a nervous but genuine smile. Jack scowls for a moment, but recovers quickly. Whatever, see you losers later, says the rabbit. Dumb rabbit. You know, I still have a lot of gum to chew. Maybe I'll find a book about cultural festivals and stick all the pages together. Jax gives a mischievous grin before strolling out of the library. I hope he wasn't serious. Ignore him. He's probably isn't going to do that. There's an awkward pause, as neither of us seem to know what to say before Pomni breaks it for us. So it looks like it's up to us, new kids, to find out what a cultural festival fair is. I nod, agreeing. How hard could it be to find a book about a Japanese festival? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I die of cringe. We proceed into the depths of the library. I'm pretty much forgot about lunch as we search the shelves with annoyance. Each book is cracked with dust. It feels like the library is a forgotten archive. The more we scour the shelves, the more we realize how deorientated of a task this actually could be. These don't seem to be organized by Jenner? She looks over at me. Yeah, they don't seem to be in alphabetical order either. What's on your shelf? Omni lifts up a book with a happy puppy on the front page. On the front, the title reads, Spot's Day Out. This was between a book of dessert recipes and a calculus textbook. My nightmare alongside grass. So it really is just random, huh? I say with enthusiasm. Totally. Not. Oh good God, this could take all day. Pomni seems to deflate at the prospect. Hey, there's two of us. That doubles the search power. Don't you mean doubles the chance of finding it? We take it one shelf at a time. We got this. Yippee. Splendid. I do my best to reassure her. She looks at me with a bit of skeptically before nodding. You're right, says the jester. We can do this. We both get back to searching carefully, inspecting the spines of every book on the shelves. Eventually, we spill to different parts of the library, trying to maximize our progress. A little help, says the jester, with a bit of pity in her voice. Pomni seems to have found a book she wants, but she's too short for her dwarf self to get it. I'm coming, little jester, I say. I stride between the bookshelves. Coming up to her side, she points at a book on the higher shelves. Take that back. I reach for it, but no luck. It's a bit too high for my short, stubby arms to grab. As we'll probably do something dumb. Do you want me to lift you, or... Pomni goes flush at the idea. No, that's... Okay, I don't want to be touched by a gross dude. Just met on day one. It's alright, I promise I'm stronger than I look. I won't drop you. Pretty sure your short toothpick arms aren't gonna do much, buddy. I flex my bicep jokingly. A big grin at the jester girl, but Pomni chokes an awkward laugh. It's not that, it's just, I just prefer you not to. Don't want sweat all over my skirt or sailor suit. She smiles at me timidly as she clutches her arm. It seems Pomni doesn't want to be touched. I realize I was pushing the boundaries, and I suddenly backtrack. I'm not meaning to make her uncomfortable. Okay, no worries, I say with embarrassment. There has to be a step stool around here or something. Why, yes, I remember one. I tripped over it. Okay. By some shelves when I entered the library. Called the librarian. Or whatever. Oh, here. I dip it out quickly and grab a step stool and return with it. Ta-da! I set the step stool on the ground for her to, she climbs to the top step, however it still has to reach a bit. She plucks the book from off the shelf. Got it, she says with joy. Hey, you're pretty reliable, Blade. I'm not. I forget my own books at home. It says anything that I am not reliable. Disappear for half a day. Just happy to help a friend. Don't get used to it, Jester. I want to win her over. Probably gotta be kind. Play the friendly way. The Jester blinks at me with confusion. Friend? Says the Jester with a confused look on her face. I suddenly feel my stomach sink. I didn't say that too soon, did I? I overthink myself here. But how much I'm thinking, I need to turn off my brain. Pomni gives me a bright smile. You're sweet, Blade, says the Jester with joy. We search well beyond the bell. Signaling lunch. I can't read. Lunch until the bell that signals that classes are over for the day. I should not be playing a game that involves reading. The one thing I can't do. Time seems to fly by with a Jester. Ah, well, guess it's time to grab my things, I say, in my mind, overthinking myself again. I strided to my locker, entering the combination as I put my books away and get ready to head out for the day, while secretly wishing for the Jester to show up. My mind drifts to the day's event. I wonder if someone will ask me to walk back with them. As I gather my things, a familiar clown walks into sight. Oh, walks up to me. Hey, Blade, about to head back? That's right. If you want somebody to walk back with, I'm free. She offers me a shy smile. A shy but timid smile. Sure, sounds good, I say. Wondering how my life is going to end up. Am I the main character, an NPC? I overthink everything. The Jester is overwhelmed with joy that I agreed to go on the walk back. I feel like it's a dorm or something. She pauses to redo her response. I mean, that's cool, I guess. She tries to play it off as a cool. She's trying to hide it, but I think she had more fun than she expected. I did too. I'm so happy for her company on the way back. Great. Splendid. So, Blade, how was your first day at school? A 31-year-old woman asks. Totally. I actually don't watch this show. Did a bit more research though when I first got up after my nap. A big back body sleeps during the day. It was pretty crazy, as far as the first day goes. Time to get home and get some shut-eye. Pomni gives me a confused look. This does not look like a confused look. This looks like a concerned look. Like I said something crazy. The Jester says home with confusion. As I figured out. There was no such thing as a home. Yeah, you know, home with my parents to relax. I don't have parents. My parents are around, but I doubt I have any here. Right. She gives me a concerned look. Yeah, that's what that look is. Now this one looks more confused. Is the matter? Something wrong with going home? Blade, I don't know how to tell you this. So, she begins to fidget with her hands. Is she about to confess to me? No, I'm a delusional guy in this game. Cool to know. I'm delusional, like I am IRL. Let me ask you this. Where do you think you live? Why, simple. I don't know where I live. What kind of question is that? I live in. As I trail off, my mouth going dry, my thoughts racing, I realize I don't have a home. Where do I live? What's happening? Am I going insane? You already are insane, buddy. It's too late for you to figure that out. My mind reels as it tries to process information and can only fill in blank the faces and names of my parents, what my house looks like, and how I got to school. Simple. This is a video game. You just spawn in. I feel a trickle of blood running down my nose as I strain my mind for anything that defends my life outside of this school. You never had a life. Delusional me. Then I look over at the girl I've spent all day with. Pomni is looking up at me, a kind expression on her face. I thought so. When people come to this school, they forget everything about their outside world. But how come I was able to remember my name and you couldn't? So joke's on you, Jester. I can remember more than you. I even forgot my name before I came here. What is that thing called where you forget stuff? Is it amnesia? I think my character has amnesia. I even forgot my name before. Oh wait, I just read that. She offers me a comforting smile as I slap her across the face. The warmth of her smile encroaches me in the moment, pulling me back from the fractured thoughts as my thoughts return to the current moment from my delusional life. So what do? Do we just go back inside and sleep at our desks? The jester chuckles at me with mockery. Sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. She says, lying. You just sounded so shocked when you asked me. Kane actually provides us some dorms. I called it. To stay at during the night. Dorms? Pomni rubs the back of her neck as she gives me an apologetic smile. Yeah, I know, she says. But it was nice of Kane to set up a place for us to stay in. I nod, still processing everything. Pomni starts walking ahead towards a building nearby. Come on, let's go find your room. It's probably going to be boring and plain. It's probably this door up here. It looks the most boring out of them. Oh no, I live in the dumpster, right? The dorm building is completely unremarkable, but maybe that's a good thing. We stride past door after door until we come to one at the end of the second floor. Each door is decorated according to the personality of the person staying inside. And for entrances, Gangel's door looks like a traditional Japanese style door. I don't know if it's that or that. Pomni's door is half red. Okay, so this is the jester, probably rabbit. Half red, half blue, mimicking the vibrant shades she normally wears around school and the color of her eyes. My door is a plain oak door with the name Blade embossed on a brass nameplate. I knew my door was gonna be boring and plain. Guess this is your room. She smiles nervously. I nod. Are you going to be okay? I hesitate a moment before nodding again. I open the door, which is unlocked. The most boring... At least it's clean. It's clean, it's simple. The bed's probably gonna be broken if I were to sleep here myself IRL though. So I'm a heavy guy and I jump on my bed. My room is pretty generic. A gray mattress sits on a wooden bed frame. A duvet with the school's emblem is on top of the mattress, as well as a pair of plain white pillows. It does look comfy though. A desk with a seat, a set of pens and pencils has also been placed in the room alongside with an old desk chair and desktop that looks like it belonged from the 80s. So, the past guy was a grandpa. Cool. Pomni steps in with me. This is a lot to take in, I say, with a fake enthusiasm. The jester says, yeah. She rubs the back of her neck. Well, I'm just down on the first floor. If you need me, I probably won't. Look for the blue and red door. I already know that, jester. She offers me a nervous giggle. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm spacing out. It's just a lot to take in. I know. She offers me a sympathetic smile. Splendid. Wonderful. But honestly, once you get used to it, it can be a sort of nice. You don't have to worry about being late for school. I can't blame her for trying to find the optimism. I can't read this. In a situation like this. I had it. Especially when it feels like we don't have any way to reset the will of of Principal King's chaotic life. Is my screen dirty? No, it isn't. As Pomni quietly leaves me to my thoughts, my mind begins to wander again. Who is Cain? What is Cain? Where is Cain? And why can't anyone remember their lives before they came to this school? Simple. All students have amnesia. Or just have awful memory. I collapse on my bed and it breaks under my weight. The world spins as I stare up at the fluorescent light that illuminates my room. Break it. I hope I get the answer to my questions sometime soon, I say, unsure and worried. My thoughts also drift to the jester, Pomni. The time we spent together today, her walking me to my dorm and explaining everything to me. I'm lucky to have someone like Pomni around. That is the one thing I'm sure of. It doesn't take long for me to drift to sleep. Flashbang. Doesn't feel like I was sleeping long when the lights of my room flash on as if overwritten by some remote control. Flashbang! The room to my dorm flickers, flies open as confetti sprays from the fire sprinkler. Doesn't that violate some sort of building safety violation? Kane, hello my darling toy box characters. Principal Kane announces from what sounds like to be the hallway. Well, time to investigate. What the hell you mean a hallway? This is a balcony. Short. Kane, what the hell are you trying to pull this late at night? Says Zubul with anger and frustration. Kane, ha ha ha, Zubul. His laugh is fast and forced and manic, as if he's used to this treatment, but none too pleased by it. You're lucky I even let you sleep, says Kane with anger. I don't know, but this looks off. I don't watch the show, but I feel like this is off. It's gonna get on my nerve. This he blurts out in a harsh monotone before recovering his cheery demeanor. I'm here because even with the culture fair pulling in new viewers, we're still not hitting the numbers that the Academy needs us to. I need my views to go up too, Kane. Maybe we could strike a deal. Who knows? I'm broke, I need money. I'll be glad to join your damn academy if I get paid for it. Which is why I have secured us a sponsorship. I should probably get one too. He stretches out the last word using some sort of effect to apply an ethical reverb to his words. Without further ado, I introduce to you all the end of part 2. If you want a part 3, please like and subscribe. That'll let me know you guys like my content, because you want more, you're gonna have to get more. Sorry. Them's the rules. So goodbye for now, and see you later. I do need some joy from you guys, so liking and subscribing will help me know that you want more of my content. Alright. Peace and goodbye.